Defense has the Bastion. What are you on about?
Right. My bad.
It's okay, I forgive you.
But it's going to be a ZZA on a... Actually, a defense Bastion. I thought it was an attack Bastion. My bad, guys. But game has begun.
Okay, look at this. He's going to have a lot of damage being dished out here. He is being pumped by the Mercy, and he's got protection behind the Reinhardt, and that's a really good strategy that can be employed.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you're stationary on this one point, this is where Team Liquid knows that left side area going down is where it's all at, but they have to actually at least push out ZZA right here fast, and they're going down beneath him, and this is going to be a flank behind from Team Liquid. Still, ZZA is standing strong. Nobody dying just yet. Rafa very low in HP as well as AZK, but AZK doesn't get the kill onto Jolson there. And Team Liquid are still standing strong. ZZA has the reposition, but his positioning is not impactful here as they can just stick behind this wall right now. So he has to scooch a little bit to the left, and he does. Still, the point is being controlled right now by Team Liquid. Almost 70%, 80% to getting that payload push. Oh, I can hear it. He goes in.
Tank mode.
Yeah.
And, you know, that Roadhog can pull him straight out of that configuration. This is how you separate the men from the boys. A Bastion does not work in competitive.
Goes in and has a nano boost to boot with his Hellfire shotguns. And this is opening up wonders for Team Liquid here. But Jolson was not spotted out with the help from, I believe that was Godhand's sound barrier, keeping the dream alive for Denial Esports for at least this first point.
This is a better defense than we saw in previous matches coming out of Denial, and they do have the res up for Mercy if they need that. And there is, you know, use only one person.
They're really gonna commit to giving Jolson all of the love here, but is that too much commitment? That look at Team Liquid here getting 4 kills already, and I'm gonna feel like Dahun is gonna be slapping his back. Why did I resurrect only Jolson when in a matter of seconds Team Liquid wiped every single one of Denial Esports?
That's right. Bastion has actually switched out to the Farah. This area right here, there's again a lot of verticality, a lot of places that you can do a lot of damage, and there's also there's a lot of cover up here as well. So the Farah is a good choice, and then again it's gonna be the Mercy pumping ZZA. I can't say it like an
ZZA.
American. So yeah, and there's the damage coming out, not getting any kills yet, and that's actually an aggressive Widowmaker. That's a pushing Widowmaker. I don't see that very often. Normally it's going to be the Hanzo. But let's see if he can do anything.
So they already have AZK on the close-up damage with the Reaper, so maybe IID on the Widowmaker is just what it's all at. But AZK, before does get taken down, at least allows his team to get like 3 more kills, and IID is still alive right here.
Yeah, we saw the Winston jumping towards it, and he's just like, you know what, I'm going to take this monkey out. It's mine.
Yeah, and you have to remember, like, old school, even like current generation Widowmakers right now, they really like to use that grappling hook just to propel themselves so high up that they have enough time to scope to 100% and get kills or headshots, or at least like 70 to 80.
That shield coming out from Zarya just in time to save the Widowmaker.
Look at that! He's so aggressive.
That's right. A dead Widowmaker is a useless one, but Widowmaker can be such a big game changer if you know how to use her.
And IID looking to be just that, and while it's happening, while he is, you know, being at least given some attention to, Sneaky Beaky comes AZK, and all of the members of Team Liquid are just barreling on to Denial Esports, denying them the possibility of, you know, burning the time. There's still 4 minutes and 20 seconds left onto the clock, but is that enough for Denial to work with to burn out the time against Team Liquid?
That was actually a very unfortunate shot we saw there of the Farah dead on the roof there. But now ZZA has switched to a Mei. That's to stop the strong aggressive push coming out from Team Liquid. Team Liquid has so much time left to work with. They can actually, if they want to, they can switch up the strategies. They can change it, because not much. Yeah, not much verticality again. I like saying verticality today. Not much inside that final studio room. So they want to switch something that doesn't need high mobility, because you don't need high mobility in here.
Yeah, you can still use it though. Graviton surge, but Jolson goes out with the Wraith form rather. But his other teammates might be out to dry. No, Jolson gets a kill onto AZK. Pretty good there. And he has a Death Blossom die, spin to win, but he's going to hold on it for the meantime. Minstrel gets a kill. There's the lineup for Team Liquid as Mezzer gets a good Earth Shatter there, followed up by IID, who's switched already to the Roadhog, and Jolson. I mean, if Jolson can actually wait for his teammates, to get onto this payload. His Death Blossom might make something out of this, but you can see here that Team Liquid are just pushing them back, not allowing them to get into the point.
And again, for some reason today, the Reapers here on Hollywood are overextending so much. You can see, again, AZK, he is one of the best McCrees, and he's a really good DPS, but for some reason he keeps overextending, and he gets taken out for it, punished each time he overextends.
So Team Liquid there only losing 2 members. Make that 3 as Mezzer could not handle the shotguns. I mean, what can you do at range when you only have a hammer? Still...
Only have a hammer. Endless has switched out to a D.Va just for that little bit of extra mobility to keep it. Now back to the Zarya because, you know, there's no need to be quick onto the point to reset it. So... I guess they'll be charging for the gravitational surge there, but he did have some charge going on for D.Va's ulti there, which can be useful if used correctly. But again, they don't have any zoning like the gravitational pull.
Yeah, plus the clutch bubbles from Zarya is so good at keeping your teammates alive. Mezzer has the nano boost, but ZZA or ZZA was able to actually counter a couple of seconds from that one as he freezes Mezzer in place. And here right now, Denial Esports are, well, stopping Team Liquid from flowing through and getting that 3rd point.
ZZA playing like a McCree almost. He's really hitting those. He's really hitting those marks. He took out that the Reinhardt and the Zarya, and I thought that was pretty impressive. But despite the initial freezing over Reinhardt got nano boosted. He got nano boost right after that and still died. So that was pretty impressive. Not an easy way to, not an easy thing to survive.
Blizzard comes out from ZZA, and now he actually pinned down a lot of the members of Team Liquid, only getting the kill onto Mezzer though, who did have an Earth Shatter. Now AZK primed and ready with a Death Blossom as Rafa and Id getting the kills onto the tanks. Only the squishies remain, but the squishies have a sound barrier. And Jolson with a nano boost, so it's all good. And they will again stop for the, I don't know, third, fourth time the push of Team Liquid, and Denial Esports have only around 1 to 2 more pushes from Team Liquid to worry about.
And again, AZK, he wanted to use his ulti, I'm pretty sure. He saw all there were squishy players all over the place on that point, but he was way too overextended and his entire team backed off, and he was left by himself again and was punished for it. He's waiting for Anna to nano boost, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, looking at the war chest here. Oh, they boost up AZK, but does he have the prime positioning? No! He gets stopped in his tracks by Dahun, but I think they auto-attacked him too early as he immediately comes out from the sleeping dart debuff there, and still there are 3 members of Team Liquid alive as Denial Esports have 5, so numbers advantage in Denial Esports' hands though. At the same time, Team Liquid are standing strong, they're pushing through, they have the possible final push here as I can see it. Only 8 seconds remaining on the clock, and will Team Liquid get that 3? Or will they just be safe or, you know, content with a flat 2? Here's the die by, I believe that was Jolson. Not getting any kills though. We are at overtime here. Mezzer still holding strong. Jolson very low in HP but does have a reform out. He's trying to get the medkit before, or after rather, the biotic grenade does remove that debuff, and yes, he does survive. But Team Liquid, look at this. As Jolson was away, Team Liquid will play. And they are pushing the payload. AZK is still here. Where is the last defender?
There's exchange for exchange happening here. You can see it on the kill feed. It was red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. And Team Liquid now seems to be on top of things. They've gotten control now, and now they've got the rhythm. They're saying, you know what, we can keep defending this. But you can see Denial just keep pouring out of the spawn zone, and like they're trying to answer for it. Now the Tracers come back out just for that little bit of extra mobility, so they can get onto the point quicker. There it is.
Shatter.
Team Liquid.
That Earth Shatter from Mezzer definitely making that last push worth it already. Because if that didn't come out, I think Denial Esports would have been still sticking to the point. Or to the payload, rather.
And again, these Reapers on this map, they need to learn they can't overextend. It keeps happening, and because the thing with Reaper is once you've already used your Wraith form, that is you're very easy to be taken out. Especially against the characters that were chosen. You had the Mei, you had the Zarya, you had the Reinhardt, and they do dish out quite a lot of damage. And that Mei player, ZZA, he knows what he's doing, and he can take out a Reaper no problem. And when you're that far out, and you've got ranged and close range players on the enemy team, you're done for. That was fun though.
Yeah, and now Esports will be on the attacking side as Team Liquid bringing out a 3-tank, 2 support, 1 damage dealer here. But surprising to see that this is going to be AZK on a Reaper. Normally you would see a McCree with this setup, or possibly a Genji, or even actually a Hanzo would be pretty good here for just the range and the scouting with the sonar arrow. But I'm looking at AZK has been doing a really good Reaper, so going into defense, might he still be feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, and we did see on the offensive last time, we saw the offensive Widowmaker, and maybe it looks like it's going to be an offensive Hanzo this time, which I would have recommended for the side of Team Liquid. But again, somehow id making it work despite not being able to have, like, the good thing about Hanzo is it's the ulti. It's so much damage and it clears paths. Widowmaker doesn't have a huge damage dealer like that, but yeah, made him work.
Yeah, because even if your arrow isn't fully drawn back, it still deals enough the same damage. You just lengthen the range when you draw it back like this. And Jolson, all he's doing is trying to get as much percentages as possible, and well, just test the water, see where the members of Team Liquid are. But they're looking to actually go for a fast push, and they're working well with it. Godhand is already taking down id. Good frag there onto Godhand. And now Team Liquid in a 5v4, but they're starting to go, trying to get back into the point.
Jolson is very far forward there for a sniper. He should be staying way back, out of reach of that Roadhog, because it's easy to take out a sniper.
Yeah, but I think he's like just okay because Endless is there. Protective Bubble will save him even if he can like time it properly. The Roadhog hook won't even pull him in. Still, let's look at the war chest. Mezzer does have an ultimate as well as XQC. Earth Shatter should be coming off shortly here. They get the one, and Team Liquid look to start it off. AZK, there he is. He's not boosted in. Spots out the opposing Reinhardt there, but gets spotted out, and he has to at least Wraith Form away because Jolson already unleashing the Dragon Strike. And look at this, Denali Esports are making it work, but at the same time, Team Liquid were a little bit out of position there.
That is a scary thing to run into. Of course, that dragon did come from his own team, but to turn around and see 2 giant twin dragons running into your face can be a bit frightening sometimes. But that was a really good push from Denial. They made that was good communication among them, and they made that work. And now they still have 2 ultis left to work with as they push into this second area here.
Yeah. So into the Wild Wild West we go. ZZA and Endless have a Graviton Surge and die. So that's a pretty good amount of ultimates to work with. But Rafa, first to pull the trigger, though. AZK making short work of the opponents here from the non-esports side, even taking down the opposing Reaper, and AZK is on fire right now. But
he doesn't even need his ulti. He's like, oh, I can do this with my shotgun. Yeah. Don't need to Death Blossom.
But the non-esports at least do have 3 ultimates in their pocket to use, and one of those is a Graviton Surge from Endless.
Smart plays here. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to want to switch this up. Again, this does favor snipers, but Jolson, he needs to get to a good position here, but now AZK is the answer if that Hanzo tries to get the high ground, and the high ground is important. There's the Death Blossom coming out
and look
from the
at
Reaper.
That AZK is taking heads right now. Halloween is here, and Jack Skellington gonna be happy with that one. Look at that. That was such a good setup from up top. Nobody's looking at AZK at all. No Pharah to, push out this Reaper.
And what I did like about that was AZK was dishing out that DPS, getting them really low, but it was Dessa that was cleaning them up, sweeping them up with the hammer.
Yeah, but now here comes the counter engage from Denali Esports. Have their own let-it rip, though this is equivalent exchange from the side of Team Liquid, but slowly but surely they are pushing out TL, and at least they have some sort of momentum now with that payload being pushed already.
That was almost a full team kill, but it's going to be Minstrel running away on the Lucio. He's a bit faster than them. He's got a bit of speed boost, so that could have been a team kill. But that was a good response from Denial. Of course, they lost that first. They lost that first battle into the second area, but it was going to be the return nano boost. Onto the Death Blossom.
AZK goes in from the backside with id and gets the kill onto the Ana. Though at the same time, XQC doing the work, gets 2 slaps, and as well, Jolson using a Dragon Strike just to clear it out, but still, Team Liquid are here. ZZA though, double kill, and they're actually doing the push. Rafa has to back away because his team, aside from maybe Minstrel, are dead.
I have to apologize. I keep saying ZZA or ZZA. I can't.
Let's just go ZZA.
It's difficult, but okay. ZZA. He's actually doing a really good push on that Reaper, and you saw him picking up each kill after kill, walking through. And again, see, as these guys they get separated from their team, it's ZZA that's cleaning them up for it.
Now Esports are the one who actually picked this map. And now on the offensive side, they have 3 minutes remaining. This is not a lot of time. This is a good amount of time, but still, against Team Liquid, who has been defending like this, can they actually do anything? Die! Triple kill for AZK. Mazur follows up, and DeHung. And as
ZZA falling there.
As ZZA tries to go away
from id.
Yeah, no joy.
And yeah, 3 minutes left, and we can't forget Team Liquid. They did get the 3 points, but they were in overtime for quite a while. So if Denial can push it to the point before the timer runs out, they will be winning this first map.
That's true. That'll be such a good amount of time to work with. Denial Esports have 2 minutes remaining. Let's check out the war chest though. Denial Esports, look at that, 5 for 6 in terms of the ultimates. And Team Liquid only have 2 to work with, but
there's the nano boost.
Denial Esports are using everything, but id has just an ISO to block them in their path. Jolson gets a good kill there though, and they're chipping down Team Liquid one after the other. Though you have to note that this is where Denial Esports were hardest to defend or to attack against, because, well, the spawn point is so close. That's the same thing for Team Liquid. It has a Blizzard here right now. It's only Jolson's Dragon Strike.
That's right. It's so difficult to control yourself. You see them all line up like that, and you're playing a Hanzo, you want to use your ulti, but I'm pretty sure they're waiting for the Zarya's ulti for the gravitational pull. He's only got 8% left to go before they can combine those 2 ultis for the final push, but they're almost here already, and they've got 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, Team Liquid are smiling, because if you saw what happened there, Denial Esports actually used like, what, 3 to 4 ultimates? And Team Liquid, all they had to do was just wait for their members, and it was just one Blizzard, stops everything with a flick of, I don't know, his fingers.
And now you can see here, Zarya for Denial has the gravitational pull, and Jolson has his ulti as the Hanzo, and ZZA as well, 86% now, and he's gonna have his ulti as well. So it looks like it's gonna be one final push. Oh, sorry, they got at least 2 left in them. I'm pretty sure.
AZK does have an ultimate already with his auto attacks, but oh, he's on top. Oh, but there you go, hit the opposing Reinhardt from Denial Esports saving his team, and this could be 59 seconds.
So
they push it in, and Denial Esports actually get themselves 58 seconds left onto the clock.
So now it looks like Team Liquid have been given 1 minute because they did go into overtime.
Yes, and additional 1 minute to Denial Esports. So, well, 1 minute additional, that's not a lot of time to work with, but if Team Liquid can be stopped right in front of the payload, all Denial Esports has to do, going on to the... Actually, they'll be on the attacking side, never mind. So if Team Liquid can stop Denial Esports from getting that first payload, if they go to the attacking side and get 1 point, they win.
Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. It's going to be ZZA again. He looks like he's repeating the first round. He's on the Bastion. They've set up again on that balcony there. And if they remember what happened last time, Team Liquid were very aggressive, pushed straight onto that second level to break up that little union there. Again, it's not easy to play a Bastion on the competitive scene. He does have the Reinhardt defense, and maybe the Zarya can also bubble him as well to keep him alive, and the Mercy is going to be pumping him again, but I'm not sure if it's going to work against Team Liquid. One of the first things you do learn if you start playing Overwatch is you need to take care of the Bastion players. Yeah,
but the problem is, like, there's so many other comps that work so well on defense that have more mobility and damage, or I guess more mobility, lesser damage though, but easier to adapt than a Bastion, because if you see what happened there when Team Liquid attacked, they were able to just come in from the side, but Jolson actually mixing it up and have a backstab.
Such good positioning from Jolson. He just saw them all go by. But he couldn't actually capitalize on that at all. If he had his ulti, sorry, stuttering. If he had his ulti ready, he could have used that and taken a lot of them out, but that was really good positioning.
All over again. Jolson is still up on top, but AZK right here from below. Look at the damage that he's doing, forcing out the Wraith form from ZZA. But here they can see from the very sides. Oh, sorry, ZZA is on the Bastion. Jolson was the one that's being pushed back, but ZZA cannot capitalize on his Bastion just yet. 64% though on the ultimate, but this initial point is so important. Why are they just going back to this one? Is now Esports okay with getting the payload on their attacking side? Are they that confident? That's going to be the case to be shown out here, as well. It's almost the payload for the hands of Team Liquid. Overtime is already here, but as long as they stay on the point, it's enough. ZZA has the ultimate though, but gets pulled in, and id shutting him down easily there as he transforms to his tank form.
That's such a shame. I'm not sure if you saw that. The Mercy pulled out the res just before he died. That was Dahun, and then the teammates that she rezzed all got taken out straight away, and it was a waste of a Mercy ult.
Yeah, even if she got like a great Mercy ult, I mean, the positioning from that wasn't prime enough for a counter engage. All they had to do was just pick them off one after the other, and that was it.
And again, Deja Vu, ZZA switching to the Pharah.
Wow, swatting at a fly and even dropping death from above. That's gonna be AZK. Look at how much range, how much gap they're putting against Denali Esports when they go on the attacking side. This is already 70 meters in. This is not supposed to happen on a 1-minute timer.
That was a full team kill. They are very, very good when under pressure here. They've been in overtime for the past, I think, a minute and a half now, and they are really doing well here. They've not been set back, not even once, and their team staying alive, making sure that they get as far as possible, getting as much points as they can.
Denali Esports with their own Graviton Surge, but AZK playing around, does get shot down by ZZA, and id just looking for that angle, looking for that hook to the skies, but it's not going to happen though. Still, Team Liquid are on the payload.
No longer looking up, and the Mercy Pharah union is happening again. Now you can see Messi trying to look up. He actually tried to swing his bat at the his hammer at ZZA, and there's the ulti.
Can he clean up and just stop this fiasco, this clown party that Team Liquid are doing? Triple kill for ZZA, but
ZK was just standing there.
ZZA, sorry, 117 meters.
You know what? Hearing you say ZZA, I love it. So British.
I'm not British though.
You're not British though. It's all right, man.
Still, that's a tall task for Denali Esports to work with. They do have the 2-minute timer, or 1 minute and 58 seconds to be exact, but I don't know.
Deja Vu again. Jolson on the Hanzo, and it's going to be ZZA on the Reaper. It's looking like an exact repeat, but let's see how fast they can push here. Actually, opting for the Mei, just trying to keep them back. But last time we saw a Mei try and slow the progress of an enemy team, it didn't work out so well for them. So we'll see if Team Liquid can make that Mei work.
Well, every second counts on these death rounds. I mean, 2 minutes remaining to push the payload. And Team Liquid are serious to not allow even a single budge on that limousine. So Mei, perfectly timed Mei will actually allow them to, you know, burn off seconds, precious seconds from Denali Esports.
I would like to see a, because if you're going for the fast picks, I'd like to see a D.Va, just because her ulti could be really useful, especially as this first capture point is very open, and there's not many places you can hide. You can hide around the corner, but if you can get it to the exact point where it's in the door frame, you're going to get a lot of kills there.
Yeah, but here we're going to see Jolson yet again on an attacking Hanzo here, so if you can charge up that ultimate very quickly, they could have at least the chance to push out Team Liquid from the first point and probably get it out.
That first ice wall coming out from id, that was actually really good placement. Separated the tanks from the DPS and support, and they could have actually capitalized on that, but they didn't have enough DPS coming out, and now Zoki's getting really low. That's their tank, and they need to attack that. But they're actually standing on the point. Jolson, he's getting the damage done, but he's been knocked down by Reinhardt.
Down by the Reinhardt, like you said, and it is just placing a beautiful, beautiful blizzard here. ZZA though was able to reform out, but that reform actually wasting the time from the nano boost, though it was enough to actually push out Team Liquid, and this will be 50 seconds remaining for Denial Esports. So an overtime not going to take for Denial. Still, they have 100+ meters to work against Team Liquid, who can play all around Wild Wild West.
This is actually looking really good for Denial Esports. I had no idea this level of play was going to come out of such a wild card in this tournament, and they're doing really good. They're getting the DPS going. The communication's really good. They're working together, and it's like exchange team kill for exchange team kill.
Jolson almost has his Dragon Strike up. Will he transform this arrow into a dragon? Not just yet. XQC though also has his Earth Shadow with Dahun.
There's Zarya's ulti ready as well, and they have there.
Oh, this is it. They're all there, and will they feast, or will this dragon feast on his opponent? It's not even a single kill though, but you know, Esports gets 2. Though there is a counter sound barrier from Team Liquid with another ultimate from id, getting so much frost work there, and oh no, look at that Minstrel having free reign on Jolson. Is this gonna be it? Team Liquid.
Lucio's getting very aggressive.
Yeah, no more overtime, and Team Liquid have match completed. The first map will be in their hands, getting away Hollywood from Denial Esports.
I spoke too soon. That was much faster than I thought it was going to be. Team Liquid.
Oh wait, there's
they know
a
how to clean up.
Hang on.
Oh.
Wait.
No, but time over still.
My bad. Just got a little bit confused. My bad, guys. It's still Team Liquid.
Look, he's got his nameplate's in the wrong place.
Everybody has this Holland intro already. I should buy my own loot boxes soon.
Oh, wow. That's such a good. That's a very good Death Blossom follow up from ZZA.
Yes. I just want to point out all those surprise appearances of, AZK, all those Death Blossoms from above, all those multicons, very outstanding.
Yeah, and I guess one thing to point out, we were kind of worried about when Denial Esports used the Bastion every time they went on defense, mainly because they wanted to prioritize consistent DPS more than what you mentioned earlier, I believe.
Mobility.
The mobility. But then again, it was very linear. Every time that they would collapse, the Bastion would just change form, then drop down, change form again. But he wanted the correct balance of being in a safe position and having the correct amount of building DPS. But the problem was it was very easy to counter because all they had to do, Liquid, all they had to do was just go inside the room and just let them all fall back, and Bastion would have to move himself. And really great denies coming from Team Liquid as well. Even though there was a Mercy there, the res didn't work out too well. Also, I love the fact that Team Liquid used a Widowmaker after the second point, mainly because they wanted to deny also the Pharah Mercy combo, and mainly because on Hollywood's second point there are so many entrances, there are so many ways where either Jolson or a Reaper could be doing planning a sneaky attack. So the vision and intel is very important for them to know where they should attack and know where they should respond.
All I just have to say is, why the Bastion? That was... I'm like, yes, we already brushed up on that, but I mean, it could be their niche pick, but it's not. It's just gonna get countered out, and you saw already that Team Liquid already knew what happened on their initial attack. Coming in onto the sudden death, their second attack, they already knew what to do. They just had to wait for for their Lucio, I think Minstrel, to just have his movement speed buff again up, so they could just zoom back down and force ZZA on that Bastion to go on lower ground, and he couldn't really do anything from that perspective, from that point of view.
Alright, listen, mate. As a Bastion main. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. I don't think a Bastion pick was the best choice. And I think did you guys notice the positioning of AZK? He was hiding behind the enemy lines, and they all went straight past him. I feel like if Bastion had hid there, maybe with a Reinhardt, and they had come jumping out, they could have dealt a lot of damage on them from the behind line, because the Reinhardt was all the way in the front. They could have gotten the kills on the supports, they could have got kills on the DPS, and the tanks would have come last. But you know, instead they put the Reaper there, and he couldn't do anything from there. Like, what was he going to do? Was he going to run into the support, take one down, they get taken, and then you know the support comes straight back from their base, which is closer than it is for the defense. So I'm not sure what that was. Maybe they're thinking, maybe we can get at least one pick if someone else goes this way. But if someone did go that way, he'd be caught out anyway.
Yeah, and now coming into the second map, it's gonna be Dorado, the first of the day. Team Liquid 1, Denial Esports 0. So Team Liquid's gonna be the one here to defend, while Denial shall be attacking.
So I think this was Team Liquid's pick. Okay, so what we said earlier was
actually reverse. This is Denial's pick. Yeah.
Okay, so what we said earlier still stands. If you wanted to go for a Pharah here for the extra DPS, or going to going to high areas that only a Widowmaker or a Hanzo or a Genji can get to, you can't forget that there are entrances to get to all these roofs, and all these other tanks and DPS can get up there too, including the Ana. And actually, it's a good place for Ana because she doesn't have much mobility. So to get her to a point where she is safe is one of the smart plays you can make here.
Team Liquid are actually going to go for the strategy wherein they're just going to force the payload to go underneath this bridge and choke Denial Esports in terms of where they can actually push. They're not going to go for the high ground. They're just going to go for this one, but this could be a bad play because now Esports play with Jolson on a Hanzo, and Hanzo does have control, lots of control from this area right here.
Not something you see often, is it? You see a flick arrow. Don't see that very often, but Jolson did get that one onto May. It didn't end up in a kill, but it was a bit lighter up. Of course, she's back to full health now though, because in this game there is healing.
Is Jolson gonna go for a backstab Hanzo? Oh, he is!
Look how far back he got!
This is so cheeky, but...
wait. We saw that, Jolson.
There you go. He got it. So he's gonna go for the Sonic Arrow just to spot out, get as much information for Denial Esports, but at the same time, he's leaving his teammates, and AZK has already gotten a double kill, and is pushing up his
There's a
Reaper ultimate to 57, yeah.
The communication coming from the team. The Reinhardt turned around and said, so we've got Hanzo behind us, and they all rushed straight to get him. But that actually, they all left the payload. That was a risky move there, but luckily for them, there was no one that could contest it.
Unless Jolson can get like immediate headshots with his arrows onto the supports and then allow Denial Esports some quick access for this payload, it's not going to work. Team Liquid have gotten the payload where they want it to be, underneath this bridge again, where Denial Esports are choked up on positioning, and AZK, just, you know what? Add a nano boost to that Death Blossom, that die, gets a triple for his team, and even freezing the opposing Reinhardt there, but at the same time, Esports were able to get the kill.
Going back to the Hans positioning there, if he had his ulti ready, which he does right now, that could have been a good payoff because they were all bunched up behind the Reinhardt, being protected by his shield, and they would not have seen it coming from behind. But in the end, Denial still got their way, and they pushed into the first checkpoint.
Yeah, I think the Team Liquid there, I guess the problem that happened for them was that they kind of wanted to choke the point for Denial Esports, but they kind of choked it for themselves and kind of placed themselves underneath the bridge and kind of made it an easy setup for Denial Esports. But ZCA up on top from the heavens he comes. He's just waiting for the sound barrier to actually get off the skin of his opponent so he can go for a beautiful Death Blossom, but it's not necessary. He gets the kill onto Id, and his teammate gets the kill onto Rafa, which is pretty good. They're getting a consistent push onto the payload here, and that is enough for Denial Esports.
And they use quite a lot of ultis there on Denial Esports, but at least they still have the one left for the Reaper should they need it. Plus they've got the Nano Boost coming up soon for the Ana. So if there comes a strong defense again, maybe the ultis come up as well for Team Liquid from Dahang, Mesa, and well, actually none of the DPS have their ultis ready, so they can't do much heavy damage in response to any push here.
So it looks like Jolson here has the job of, well, let's say like a Genji, just pushing out his opponents as a solo hero. But Team Liquid getting 2 quick kills, immediately push out Denial Esports and just gonna go for the regroup. Although spawn point is pretty close, so in the amount of seconds, Denial Esports will be good and ready to go. Jolson try to get as much hit damage as possible so that he can charge up this ultimate even faster. And he's already down to 70% at one hit, giving him like 30 already.
I would say that was a very good pick by Team Liquid. They took off ZZA and Godhand, who both have their ultis ready, so that mitigated any possibility of a ult coming up. And now here it is, boys. We put to sleep.
Goodness, ZZA just having that double kill. AZK with a counter double kill. Jolson still, he's just doing Jolson things. He even has like a Shadowburn-esque play there, and is actually a little bit uncontested up on top.
I like that, Shadowburn-esque.
Yeah,
that should be a term. Should be a Overwatch term. So they've got 2 ultis ready for Denial Esports. They got 3 ready for Team Liquid, but again, no damage. Oh, there you go.
Oh, and the Twin Dragons are gonna feast on Minstrel's flesh there. Pretty good kill from Jolson. Gets a double onto AZK, and Denial Esports plenty of time. 3 minutes and 20 seconds onto the clock. But
feast on his flesh. That's very festive. You can see
it's
the
Halloween,
ultis ready.
Dude.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
Halloween.
it is. That's why I said it's festive. You got the ultis. They're ready for Zarya, but he gets picked out. Rafa, but Minstrel almost ready as well. AZK, he needs to charge up that ulti.
You think, I'm just like wondering, do you think that Dahun has like a fanboyism to Dahang? Because it's almost the same name and they're both supports.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just, it sounds the same.
Final corner. Second to final corner coming around here in Dorado, and Denial Esports, they're doing a really good job. 2 ultis ready for them, and there's a nano boost there onto ZZA.
ZZA dips out of the water and comes right back in with an ultimate, getting 2! And he's looking for more, gets the 3rd one, and they're still pushing the payload. It puts down an ice wall, but not enough to stop the progression here of Denial Esports. Denial Esports are a couple more meters from getting his payload in, and you can see there that they're just blocking it in. There it is, the double dragon! The double dragon strike!
There you can see they were boxed into their spawn point there, but you see the Reinhardt laying on the ground because the Ana was so aggressive, pushed straight forward, put him to sleep, and he could not defend. And now, almost the end of this match, it's switching to the Mei, trying to prolong it as much as he can, but there it is.
has to go back, but cannot do so. It's gonna be Denial Esports actually winning the first, or getting 3 points with almost 2 minutes left into the clock.
And that was a very good show from Denial. They didn't get here just by being lucky. They got here with their talent, with their skills and sportsmanship. So we'll see if Team Liquid have an answer for them. 1 minute 53 seconds were left. They need 1 minute and 54 to have a difference. Of course, it'll go into overtime if Denial can't defend this. Then we might see a Numbani.
Could we see a Numbani? I mean, is that the first Numbani of this?
Yeah, it will be.
It will be if we do push to game 3.
And it would be the first 1-2, as we've only had 2-0 so far.
That's also true. All stomps all across the board, but Denial Esports, we thought it was going to be, well, of course, we thought it was going to be possibly a fast match for Team Liquid, but they're showing up Team Liquid right now.
Yeah, they are. That's Denial Esports. They're putting Liquid into Denial.
Give me some of that.
Okay.
Nice punch there.
Oh, awful. I feel dirty.
But Team Liquid, will they be able to overflow against Denial Esports?
And look at the picks here. It's going to be the Reaper, the Reinhardt, the Roadhog. So it's going to be the 3 tanks, the 1 DPS, and the 2 supports. And it's going to be so 2 tanks, 1 defense, 1 DPS, and 2 support for Denial. And that actually might be a smart play from there, because if they're just going to try and hold back Team Liquid for as long as possible, so they'll have no time to work with when it comes to the end of this map.
Yeah, we saw how id on a Mei was able to waste so much time. ZZA can actually do the same thing if he can put some really well-placed blizzards.
ZZA doing some parkour there as well in the interest of the balcony. They're going to be going for the choke point here, just like Team Liquid did. We'll see if they can make it work better than Liquid did.
Jolson is just creeping up on top, waiting for that payload to go into the prime position and just reap away at the supports, but he doesn't have too much info just yet. His team's not giving him the go signal for the meantime, but here you can see that XQC is holding strong for his team with that barrier. Though we can see that, you saw that Mezzer actually just going in, and it's going to be a fast take from Team Liquid right here. So Rafa spotting out Jolson, and Jolson has to back away as he's just 70 HP, down to dying.
Mesa is
still they are
still
alive. Oh, there it is. That was what I'm talking about. ZZA, some Blizzard action right there, but not able to capitalize too much onto it as ACK gets the kill onto XQC, and Jolson getting the kill onto Rafa. And the kill feed we see there, but still, it's a 1-for-1 trade with the payload being pushed very convincingly by Team Liquid here, and Mezzer even having his own nano boost gets the kill onto Endless. They are just, pushing out Denial Esports from this first checkpoint.
I have no idea how Mesa just sped past past XQC and somehow survived, and now he is finally taken down. But that was a very long time coming. Id with a double kill onto XQC and then onto Jolson.
Yeah, the reason why Id's on the Roadhog here, the triple tank setup, is that it's so beefy that even if it goes under so much damage from Denial Esports, even under the choke point, they're still able to survive with a well-placed biotic grenade that's gonna hit all of them, plus at the same time, he can get the hook. If he can get the hook, that's an easy pick-off for Team Liquid.
AZK's position here, he can see that shield coming out from the Reinhardt. He's getting the rest of the information from his teammates, and he's just waiting for the moment.
Yeah, and plus this is like standard positioning already for Reaper players, so I think Denial Esports has to be wary of this one. This is grabbing the search, it actually hits nobody from Team Liquid as Denial Esports just breeze past through, and Jolson getting only the one kill onto Id, but Team Liquid still getting a lot out of this one.
Someone just got nano boosted by Dahang. I'm not sure who that was. Okay, so it was the Reinhardt, but AZK still has his Death Blossom ready, just in case they need that. But Team Liquid still pushing. That's actually quite impressive. I was sure more of them would get taken down by that initial push from Denial. Now you can see how many of them lost that first that initial battle.
Yeah, AZK, he spotted, like you said already, all of the members of most of the members of Denial Esports up on the second floor, and what they just did when they heard the nano boost, was immediately dispersed. So even if like ZZA got a good amount of damage, he wasn't able to capitalize that into kills. I mean, they could just heal it back up if they had enough breathing room, and they did.
You saw that Lucio just overextending to check if they're coming through the door, and surviving that initial fight with with Jolson.
Yeah. Oh, there's Lucio trying to wall skate, but not gonna be enough.
Okay, so there was the push. Now it's onto the next platform. They've got 4 minutes and 36 seconds to work with. So that's a good amount of time to work with for Liquid when this goes into, if this goes into a
sudden death.
Yeah, sudden death. We'll just call it that.
Yeah. So 2:30 is the time that they have left to actually be able to, have better time than Denial Esports, and this is a good amount of time. Look at how many ultimates are in Team Liquid's war chest. 4, but Denial Esports do have the same. Oh, but AZK let it rip 3K on this Death Blossom. That was so worth from AZK, just having the perfect timing right there and pushing out Denial Esports. This is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. This is better than what Denial Esports did, and with just AZK being the damage dealer here to hang, going to the Tracer, but I think that was just like right now, still, my goodness.
You saw how quick the reflexes were. The May wall came up, he jumped across to the other side of the bridge and popped his ulti still with the nano boost happening. It was such a quick reaction, and that was ridiculous. Whose first thought when an ice wall comes up is, quick, jump? There's Roadhog with his ulti coming up as well.
Just go in. And Mezzer actually slapping ZZA and taking him down. Only Dahan survives, and look at the time. Team Liquid finish it off with 318 to Denial's 153.
That was a really strong. That was a really strong showing from Team Liquid. I didn't expect them to beat Denial there. I thought Denial literally had that at that point. But it looks like it's going to be Denial again.
On attack.
A little bit of deja vu there. Maybe Joel's going to be going for the back lines again.
Will Team Liquid actually mix up here? No, it's like the same comp that they did a while ago. On a May. That's going to be pretty good. No Pharas, though. I mean, Dorado is a map that actually utilizes well on the Pharah. If you can place a good concussive blast, that can actually just split apart your opposing team and allow you to push to the side.
Yeah, separating the team up and making sure there's single digits that you're shooting at can be a really good way to eliminate the entire team. You don't normally see like a big mass killing of the team. Like a Death Blossom will take out 3, maybe 4 heroes, but it's never going to take out the entire team. It's the consistent taking out separated players that gets a team killed.
Oh, Team Liquid. They're going to play for high ground this time. I mean, the first round, it was them forcing the choke point, but right now, it looks like they actually want to fight against Denali Esports, and this could be a good play just because they want to burn as much time as possible, and using that very small, narrow attack path, gets a couple of hits in, just to say hello to Denali Esports right here.
You see, they take that high ground, but Jolson immediately spots them out with the hit arrow. So now he knows they were all there, and now he knows they've had to back off because they could tell they've been spotted out.
Jolson trying to position a good scatter shot, but not enough. Sonar arrow just there to see where everybody is. They know where AZK is, so he has to reposition back, or he's kind of in danger of maybe getting taken down. But at the same time, it just dashes in and puts a ice wall, blocking the pathway of Denali Esports here. Denali Esports only 1 minute remaining onto the clock. XQC, good kill there, follows it up. And Team Liquid are standing strong and not allowing any good, consistent, powerful push from Denali Esports. This could be their last point for the payload, and with 4 minutes or 3+ minutes remaining for Team Liquid, when Team Liquid go into the offense, it could be curtains for Denali Esports.
I would say that was such a smart play from id. You could see him there taking out the Reinhardt, and then the Zarya was there, freezing the Zarya, and then ice walling so that she couldn't escape, and then taking him out as well. That was such a smart play from id. Now they've got 2 ultimates ready as well.
Hanzo here. He does have the ultimate, but gets swatted by Mezzer. As Mezzer was given a nano boost rather, and id still has his Blizzard, goes in and stops everybody from pushing from Denali Esports. This is just a slaughterhouse that Team Liquid have built up. 10 seconds remaining on the payload. Will they shift to a Tracer and, just try to stick onto the point? As Jolson is actually going to be looking for an angle, but cannot do so.
There was no time. And again, I want to point out here that Team Liquid, when they're under heavy pressure, they somehow get better. It's like, I'm not sure if Denial started tilting or if they started losing confidence, but Team Liquid, they're thriving on that chaos. They're like, you know what? They've only got 1 minute. We've got 3, and this is the final push. We don't want to extend this into a 1-2. So let's just make sure we close this out. So we'll see now how they do on the attack. And is id going to be on the Mei this time again for the push?
Actually, not bad. Pushing Mei's with the ice wall, zoning out your opponents could be the same, as effective as a defensive Mei who's just blocking you so that you can't push.
We're getting exact mirrors. Look at the team picks. They both have a Mei, they both have a Lucio, so on, so on. Twins.
And ZZA is actually doing the same thing that id was doing.
It wasn't ZZA the first time?
No, it was id.
I see.
Yeah.
That parkour there. I mean, that parkour has been shown to be useful though, especially with the ZZA jumping across the platforms on that Reaper. So you should learn parkour in Overwatch.
Yeah. First I'll start to learn parkour in real life, man.
I'll come with you, mate.
Alright. So, it's going to be an attack from Team Liquid, and XQC, will he hit a good fire strike there? Yes, he does, and gets at least 2%. But Jolson up on top with the Reaper. Only has the green skin, but it's alright.
No Halloween for you.
Let's believe in the candy.
So again, they're going for the chokehold. It's always the chokehold here, and the payload is slowly approaching it. I'm not sure. I guess that is probably the best strategy. It's difficult to defend from these other points because there's so many places to get flanked from.
There's ice wall for ice wall. It looks like they're just going to play, I don't know, block the damage with the wall. But here comes the dash from Mezzer. It's very low in HP, but he's surviving for the longest time. Though Jolson comes from behind and spots out the Zarya. Tries to go in for the one, but he won't actually capitalize the kill. Though his teammates are there, Denali Esports are pushing out Team Liquid for the meantime. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the clock remaining. But it's so close, 3 meters. Denali Esports cannot allow this payload to budge an inch, or else they are in danger of losing this best of 3. Actually, they are already, because Team Liquid already have that 1 point. There's In with the ultimate there to zone out more members. Gets the Frost. Does ZZA have his own counter ultimate? I think they do.
That's such an
But still,
aggressive May.
Team Liquid are going in, and AZK goes ham with the nano boost into that empowered let it rip. Die.
1.81.
4K ready, and it's gonna be it. Team Liquid 2-0 against Denial Esports. Good game, well played.
Oh, that was such a good game. I can't. I can't. It's AZK. Such a good play, Dahang, and Id is such an aggressive player.
I gotta wonder, where did ZZA's ultimate went to? I was looking, we saw the behind of where Team Liquid was all brought up. There was no opposing male Blizzard there. Where did it go?
Well, maybe we're gonna see it here. I'm not sure. I didn't see the kill feed coming out of there.
Where is it? Is it on top of its ultimate?
There it is.
Does it look like it did nothing at all?
You're lucky the POTG was listening to you.